Hello. It is Jamie Gruhl coming to you live on Facebook. It is day 3, I can't believe it's already day 3, of our More Time for Mamas challenge. And the purpose of this challenge is to help you really establish a program and plan for your day so that you are actually able to put more time into your day. Now, we can't do that with more hours. We all know that. It would be nice, but sometimes no. But it's really about structuring your day so that you have more time doing things that you love and things that you want to be doing, as well as getting all of the stuff done that you have to get done, right? We all have responsibilities, but we all sometimes, I find myself that I just put too much out. I try and do too much that is on the responsibility side than I do on the have fun side. And life's about living and having fun, and you can still do the responsibility, but making sure that you sprinkle in a little bit of that fun time too, so that you actually enjoy your day. That's what life's about, enjoying it. So I am going to kind of just go where we come from. If you haven't already, make sure you go and sign up to get all of these videos that I'm going to talk about. But the last 2 days, you can get the videos if you go to www.jamiegruhl.com, and it's GRUOL, jamiegruhl.com/more time challenge. And if you sign up for that, you will get all the videos. They'll come into your email box, as well as some great information that I've shared in that program. But you can do that. And the first day we talked about how to really add gratitude into your day, how to become more positive. And the studies have actually been shown that positivity and finding gratitude, or not positivity, that's the benefit of it, but putting gratitude into your day for the little things that you appreciate and trying to really build that gratitude muscle that I talked about, really can have a hugely positive benefit into your life. More time, less stress, or more energy, less stress, a more positive outlook. People are more apt to work out that give gratitude every day. So those are huge things and kind of lead to what a lot of us really want more in our lives, and that's happiness and joy. So it was a great little exercise about adding the every day taking time to really give gratitude for the little things that you have. You can do that through a gratitude journal. You can do that through, through just thought. And we talked about that. And then on day 2, we talked about the benefits of really understanding where you are in your prioritization. So prioritization, when we don't have the opportunity to create more time in our day, the only way we can do that is giving up things that don't meet our prioritizations. So we talked about the benefits of having that priorities list and really establishing that now, so that when you're asked to do things or when things come up, you can really look at that list and with a non-emotional question, say, does this fall into my priorities, and do I want to make it a priority in my life? And that helps you be able to identify those things that you must do, or that you really are, you really feel called to do, versus the things that become urgent. And that is, those don't typically fall in the priorities list. So that is what we talked about yesterday. And then yesterday's homework was to sit down and take 10 minutes to create that list of 5 things that are your top priorities, and write those down and have that list available to you. So today what we're going to do is, I love this quote. It says, you can't improve what you won't face and own. And so today what we're going to talk about is, where are you starting right now? The first step of being able to make change is to really assess what is the current state. So today we're going to talk about why you need to take time to really establish that, and then we can tomorrow talk about how you adjust your day so that it has more of what you want to have in your day. So the first thing I really want to talk to you about is kind of letting go of that mom guilt. And I know I do it. I read about it all the time. A lot of times my clients talk about it, and it's really that feeling that you have to give everything of yours to your children, to your family, to doing everything for everyone and being everything for everyone. And I don't I don't want for you to think that way. I think that, we sometimes in our society, we see all this stuff, we see all these Pinterest moms, and we see all the media and the TV shows, and they're all showing these people doing so much, so much, so much, and it's not really real. There's so much that we don't see behind the scenes where they either have help or we don't see that they've prioritized those things over others. But really giving yourself a bit of space to be willing to let go of some of that perfection, I guess you could call it, and really just having gratitude for what you have right now. And I know for me, one of the things that I really had to work on was the idea of having a perfectly kept house. When my son was born, I did not heed the advice of sleep when he sleeps, to just let that stuff go, call upon help, and I found myself absolutely exhausted and kind of on the edge of postpartum depression. And it was a really scary time for me because I had always been able to just kind of do it all, and maybe not in the best way, but I was able to keep things going. And then I kind of found myself where I had this little body to take care of and a little baby and keep him fed and happy all the time. And I couldn't do everything. So I had to really prioritize my world and say that is not my priority right now. My priority right now is keeping him fed and clean, fed and taken care of, cleaning diapers and just spending time with him. And then I had to prioritize myself and make sure that I was taking care of me and getting rest for myself so that I could be my best self for him. And, that really for me was a huge eye-opener, and that doesn't cease today. The ideas that I had for 35 years of being able to do what I wanted to do kind of changed on that day he was born, and I had to start shifting into a different priority model. And so for me, that was a big eye-opener, and it's not always easy, but you just you create that priorities list, and then establishing where you are today is so much easier. So what I wanted to explain to you today is, as your practice and how we can establish that model, is the idea of creating a list of today. So there's a couple ways you can go about this. The way of looking backwards, which I don't find is the best way. I'll share that with you second. But the way that really helps you to identify exactly where you're spending your time every day is to sit down or not sit down, but throughout the next 3 to 5 days, just keep a notepad with you and write down all the things you do, all the tasks you do as a mom. So it can be from, waking up and, getting the kids ready for school, making dinner, making breakfast, or prepping dinner, making breakfast, going to work, doing pickup of kids, transport to gymnastics and Cub Scouts, or whatever, extracurricular activities you have, and all the things that you do as yourself. So you in your day do. And then you can identify those things and be able to, we're going to talk about how to restructure them tomorrow so that you are actually able to fit in the things that you want to be doing. And so then the other part of that task is to sit down tonight and to identify the things that you want more of in your life, and just write them down on a piece of paper, whether it's more exercise, whether it's more time with friends or family, more one-on-one time with your spouse or partner, more time just by yourself so that you can have a little bit of self-care time, whether it's massages or pedicures, whatever it is that you would feed you and make you feel like a better version of you. And so create that list, and don't be shy about it. If it's drinking wine with friends, that's okay. That's, we need to do those things in our lives to feel full and feel whole. So create that short list. The other way that you can look at your day is you can look backwards. And the reason that I don't encourage looking backwards is because we sometimes filter ourselves and try to dismiss things. But you can also sit down with just a stack of index cards, and you can just write down all the tasks you do in every day. So the things that you do every single day that you as a mom and you as a person do. And that's another way to create that task list. And you can gather that together, and then we'll, as I mentioned tomorrow, what we're going to touch on is how to structure your day using that task list and identifying your priorities and putting your day back together so that you're actually able to get more joy out of your day. So that is what we had for today. If you haven't already, make sure you go and sign up at www.jamiegruel.com/more time challenge. That's where you can sign up so you can get all the previous videos. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me here on Facebook or email me at or gruelj, GRUOLJ @gmail.com. And I really appreciate you being here with me tonight. And as I mentioned, your homework is to really assess what you do in a day. So you take your tasks of the average things you do in a day and identify those. You can also go for the next 3 to 5 days, writing down what you do every single day, from waking up and getting ready for work to, dropping the kids off at Cub Scouts and vacuuming the house. So just make sure you get every task that you do in a day, and then also creating a list of things that fill you up and that you wish you had more time to do. So exercising, friend time, family time, spouse time, laughing with kids time. So those kinds of things that would fill your cup. All right, well, I appreciate you being here with me tonight, and thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you again here tomorrow night at 5:30 Pacific time, and hope you have a wonderful evening. Take care.